Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm going to create a chatbot, and the surprise is I'm not going to use any external library, or I'm not going to use any API as well for message. I'm going to create a chatbot from scratch. So if you are going to create a chatbot and it is your first chatbot, so I'll suggest you to create from scratch so that you will have basic understanding like how chatbot is working, how it recognize your question and give your answer accordingly. So first of all, we need to understand how chatbot works. So basically, this is our chatbot, and at left side I had marked some line for question, and at right side I had marked some dotted line as well for the answer. So suppose you ask any question to your chatbot. So first of all, it will recognize your question, like what is your question, and it will give your answer accordingly. So we did not go how it work actually. As I said, a computer is a dumb machine. So if you want to perform any task, also you need to provide any instruction to your computer for each task what you want to do using computer. So chatbot work automatically without having the interaction with any human beings at runtime. So you have to do all things from your end. Let me make it some simple as well. Like while developing a chatbot, you need to create two lists. First of all, there should be a question list, and second one is an answer list. So when user ask any question to the bot, like he puts any question like what's your name or how are you, or and any question you can take. So chatbot will take that question from the user input, and it simply check in the answer list like if it has the answer for specific question or not. Like if it got the answer from the list, then it simply give feedback to the user this is the answer of your question. So we need to create array. First fill one for question array, and suppose I had created some questions inside the question array. So there are three questions: what's your name, how are you, or what's your age. And then I had created another array for answer, and in answer I have some list. Like first one is I'm bored and I'm good, I was developed yesterday. So I have three question and three answer. So when user ask question like what's your name, so it simply take the question and check in the answer list whether we have any answer for specific question or not, and it will work for each question accordingly. If it find the answer for specific question, then it simply give answer to the end user, and if it does not find any question answer of that specific question, then we can simply write some message like a generic message that will work if it does not find any answer. So you can simply write like I did not recognize of your question. So any answer like you can provide at that time. So hope all of you now have basic understanding of chatbot, like how it works. So let's start implementing it using the code. So I had created fresh project using React Native. I hope all of you have basic setup to run React Native application. Also, I'll provide the source code in the description. So let's delete everything from app.js, and here I'm going to use a functional component. So component name should be app, and for text I'm going to use here hello. Save this, and for the view I'm going to use here safe area view, so that we should be automatically managed according to node device or device we have like iPhone X. So it will take safe area view from top and bottom as well. So just wrap everything inside it and self close this tag of safe area view. Save this and let's see the output. There you can see on screen hello is printed. Now let me maximize the VS Code window first. Now I'm going to create the folder for src that will hold all of the files and folder related to Chatbot. And inside the src folder I'm going to create another folder and I'm going to give it name of Chatbot. Inside it I'm going to create index.js file that will be the entry file for the Chatbot. Also I'm going to create some other file like data.js that will hold uh, array of object of question and answer, and message.js file. Also I'm going to create another file for styles.js that will hold styles related to the Chatbot. In style.js I'm going to use import something from React-native. And as you know, like for styling we use style sheet from React Native. So here I'm going to use variable const styles is equal to stylesheet dot create and give parenthesis then curly braces. So I'll use it when I start implementing the styles. So let's export it default. Now inside the Chatbot I'm going to create a functional component and I'm going to give it name of Chatbot. Same value I'm going to give to the text as well. So let's move to the app.js, and inside it I'm going to import the Chatbot and use its as a component. So save this and let's see the output on screen. There you can see output. It is showing Chatbot here. Now for the Chatbot I need a list of messages. So let's work with the message.js file. Here I'm going to create a functional component as well. So I'm going to give it name of MSG. Also like for the text, here I'm going to use two view. First one for incoming message and second for the sent message. So for incoming message I'm going to just create a view. View basically I'm going to create like for giving this style like background etc, and inside it I'm going to use text here. So same thing I'll do with sent message as well, but before this let's give some styles so that we can use for the message component. So here I'm going to use first should be incoming message box, that should be for the view, and inside it I'm going to give the background color and it should be of white. Also I'm going to give it max width of 70%, that's enough. And also I'm going to give it border radius of 10 and padding should be of 5, that should be enough I think. And also align self to the flex start, and margin vertical should be 5. Also let's provide the margin horizontal as well, and it should be of 5 as well. And let's provide some width to the border. I'm going to use here 0.5. Also provide some color to border as well. I'm going to use here gray color. So that's all I have done with the incoming message box. Let's give some style to incoming message text as well. So as I use background color white, so our text color should be of black and font size should be of 16. Same thing I have to do with the sent message. There should be some minor change. So let's copy this and just paste below of it. First change the name to sent message box. Inside it I do not require a border radius. Also background color should be of green. So let's remove border as well, border width and color, and align shelf should be of flex end. Also color should be of white as I'm using background color of green. Let's change its name as well, sent message text. So save this and move to message.js file. Here I need to import styles from styles file. Now let's start giving style. So for view of incoming message, I'm going to give it style like first of all, just copy this and paste just below, as I'm going to use same view and text with sent message as well. So incoming message have styles dot incoming message box, and text should have styles dot incoming message text style. Also for sent message, it should have style for styles dot sent message box. Also text has style of styles dot sent message text. Let's provide some value to text as well, like for incoming text, and sent for sent text. Save this and move to index.js file of your chatbot. Inside it, I need to import this component. So import msg from msg file, and let use this. So I'm going to remove the text, and in place of it, I'm going to use message. So save this and let's see the output. Refresh the window. There you can see I got two messages, first one incoming and sent. So that's working fine till now. Now like for the message, I'm going to give it some property, as I'm going to use here list of messages, and rest of style should be same for incoming message or whether it is a sent message. So I'm going to use here incoming message or sent message and message probe. So that will it will receive probes from chatbot index file. So if there is any incoming message, then please show this view. Else if there any sent message, so then show this view. So it will work as conditional rendering. And for value of text, I'm going to give it value of msg message that I got from the index file of chatbot. Also in place of view, I'm going to use here fragment, as fragment is ghost component. Save this. Now I think I had done everything with message component. So let's start working further for our index file. So for message, I'm going to give here property like incoming message should be true, and message I'm going to give here some string for incoming, and for sent message should true, and for message I'm going to give here sent. So let's reload the window and see the output. Yeah, that's working fine. I hope all of you got my point now, like how I'm going to reuse this component while creating the list of message. So for create the list, first of all, I need some data. So here I'm going to use here export data is equal to, it should be have array of objects inside it. I have some question and answer. Please pause the video and write question and answer as per I had written. So every object has question and has its answer as well. So now thing I just need data inside our index file. So I'm going to import data from a data file. Also I need further element as well, like FlatList. And for FlatList, I'm going to give it some style as well. I'm going to give it style of 87%, and from bottom I'm going to give it 3%. So it will cover almost height of 90% of your screen. And for data, inside it we have to pass an array. So for this I'm going to create a state like const chatlist comma set chatlist is equal to use state, and inside it I'm going to pass an empty array for now. Now I have to use this chatlist value inside data. Also I'm going to give it one more property, inverted should be true. So our list should be start from bottom, and key extractor is equal to underscore for item and comma index. So I'm going to create an arrow function here, and it should be return index.toString. And for render item, first of all, let destructure item here so that I can use its reference. And after that, just copy the below message and paste here. Now I do not need it anymore, so remove this. I'm getting some array, so it should be export const data. So let's see, everything is blank on screen as we haven't passed any value yet. So I'm going to pass one, so it will show one component. There you can see this is incoming. So everything is working fine. Our list is starting from bottom, and everything is fine. Let's move further. For incoming message, I'm going to give the property item dot incoming message, and for message it should have value of message msg. Also for sent message, it should have property of item dot sent message. So which type of message we give as a property, so it will display accordingly, like whether it is incoming message or sent message. So for the chatbot, I'm going to use here const message comma set message. Set msg is equal to use state, and for now I'm initialize it with empty quotes. So also I'm going to create a global variable for this, like let chats is equal to empty square brackets, like empty array. And I need further things from React Native like text input, also touchable opacity, so that we can write, user can write the message and he can simply click on send button. So here I'm going to create a views, and I'm going to give it some style like styles dot type message container. So I'll implement this style in styles file later. Let's first code, and here I'm going to use text input. It should have some style as well. For this I'm going to use here array, so it should have styles. I think object is fine for this. It should have styles dot type message box. Also it should have value of message that will take value from state I had defined earlier. Also I'm going to use here placeholder type here dot dot dot, and value I think I had already defined, so let's remove this. Now it has property of onChange text, so whatever the value I got, I'm going to just simply set it inside the state of set message. So using this function I can simply set the value for message state. So that's fine. Now I need to create the send button. So here I'm going to use teachable opacity. Inside it I'm going to create a text, and that have the value of send. Also I'm going to give it some style, so it should have style of styles dot send text. And for teachable opacity it has style is equal to styles dot send btn. Also I need some conditional base value, like for background color, like if there is message I'm going to give it background color of orange, else I'm going to give background color of gray. Like if user haven't type anything, then it should show color of gray. Also it should be disabled at that time. So same condition I'm going to use to provide value of disabled as well. If message, then it should be false, else it should be true for disabled. So let's give style for this. First one, I think I have used type message container, and inside it I'm going to use border width should have value of 0.8. Also I'm going to give border color of gray, and padding of 10. Let's give it some width of 80%. Rest of width should be used by send button. And I'm going to give it radius for left portion only, like border top left radius should be of 10. Also border bottom left radius should be of 10 as well. So on left side it should have the radius towards its border. Now I think that's enough for type message container. It should be, I think, type message box. I have to create type message container as container wrapping text input as well as send button, both of these. So for type message container, I'm going to use flex direction of row. Also, I'm going to give it some margin horizontal. It should be have 5, and from bottom it should be from 5. So that's all. Now I need to give some style for send button. I'm going to give it width of 20%. That will be left after we give width of 80% to type message box. Also align item to the center, justify content to the center as well, and give some style to send text as well. Like I'm going to give it a color of white as our background is gray and orange, which is based on conditions. So let's verify the things, like we use the same key, or if I had made some mistake. So I think everything is fine for me for now. You can see I got the input, and if keyboard open, then it move up. Also there you can see this color of send button. So everything is working fine. Send button color is changing based on condition. Now let's create the on press event for disable opacity, and inside it I'm going to use the arrow function, and for this I'm going to give on send message and just call this. So I haven't defined it yet. Let's define this. So move up, I'm going to use here const on send message, and it should be an arrow function. Inside it, first of all, I'm going to use here chats is equal to the chat list. So whatever the item I had inside the chat should be same as it is, and after that I want to insert the new element after that. So it should have message, have the value of message. You can use shorthand property as well. Also I'm going to use here send message should have value of true. Like if the user send message, then send message should be true, and if there is incoming message, then incoming message should be true. Same condition I had made on message component. After that I need to set change chat list. So inside it I'm going to just wrap chats as it is. I use spread operator. Also I'm going to use here reverse method, as I'm using the inverted property for flat list. So our list start from bottom. So if I reverse it, so the latest message should be displayed on the bottom when we change mid change in component as well. Also set property set message to empty string. After that I'm going to wait the user like to get answer till 1 second, like so that I use here set timeout as well, and after that I use get answer. Inside it I pass the message as parameter. So let's create get answer should equal to question. It is an arrow function, so it accept question as an parameter. So let's iterate through the length of data. So I is equal to 0, I less than data dot length, and increment I. So if data into I dot question dot includes, inside it I'm going to pass q dot to lowercase. Like if at specific index the question inside the array of data include the specific question that asked by the user, then chat should equal to the spread operator. I'm using spread operator, chats comma message, and inside message I'm going to use answer at same index. So data into I dot answer comma incoming message should be true, as this message should be sent by our chatbot. So incoming message property should be true. Also, let's set the chat list same as I had done earlier, and let's return it. Whenever it go to message, it simply do all of process and simple return. So it means execution for this function has been completed. So if it does not find any answer, matching answer, so let's copy all of this thing and just change in place of message. I'm going to just pass a simple string like did not recognize your question. So on behalf of chats, I just set the chat list as well. So just reload screen and send hi. Okay, our box is visible, but I'm not able to see message. Let's see what's wrong. Let me figure out what went wrong. Okay, like inside the message, here should be item.message. There you can see I got the value. And let me send another message like how are you, and send. It say did not recognize your question. Let me change the case of how are you. Same answer I got again. Let's see. So as I'm using lower case at for question, so let's change all of your question to the lower case. So it does not matter whether user are typing in the camel case or is typing in uppercase. So at time of the condition, so it will just change the value to the lowercase. So this time I got the correct answer. So what's your race? I was developed yesterday. What is your name? I'm bot, and hello bot. It will reply hi. So you can scroll the list as well. So there you can see everything is working fine. You can add much question accordingly inside the array. So that's all. If you enjoy the video, please give big thumbs up, and if you are new, please subscribe my channel.